Hey church family, it's Josh here, and we want to let you know all about Hope Week that's coming up on the 27th of July through to the 2nd of August. It's going to be fantastic and we can't wait for you to get involved.
So why are we doing a Hope Week? Well, we know, don't we, that our vision statement here at Hope Church is to know and make known the restorative love of Jesus. And so we are focusing here on that bit of knowing Jesus really, really well, but we also want to make him known, right? We want to get rubbing shoulders with our community, making the offer really easy for those who live around us, our connections, and the rest of the city to come and get to know Jesus for themselves. And our mission statement is to prioritize the presence of God, to be transformed into the likeness of Jesus, and then to be empowered by the Spirit into mission. And so we want to make sure that we are doing that. We are actually going to be doing mission together. And we are all missionaries, we're all evangelists, we're all called to be sharing the love of Jesus with our colleagues and our friends and our families and our neighbours. But there's something really special about doing it corporately, doing it together, and putting aside time really specially for mission. And so that's the reason why we're putting aside this week to look at what we already do in the week as a church in terms of mission, but then going bigger and inviting you guys to come and take part. It might be that you don't already have any involvement in the things that go on here during the week in Hope Church, but this is an opportunity, even if you could just take one day off in the summer, to come and get involved with the projects that we already have going on here. So every month we have a thing called Hope Club on a Friday night, and we want to extend that to have a whole week of Hope Holiday Club, where we're going to get to continue on what we do on a Friday with worship and with games and all those sorts of things. But we also have our Hope Hub that runs Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we want to extend that offer as well to make sure that actually, yes, we're meeting the really physical needs of our community, and we want to extend that by having bacon butties and lunch for the community as well, but also filling in those days on Tuesday and Thursday in making sure that we've got something for everybody every day of that week. The summer can be a really difficult time for our community. There's often none of the regular activities that go on. Schools are closed. Those free school meals that are offered for those in need during the term are all shut down. And actually, we want to make sure that we are present to the needs of our community during the summer holiday season.
So in 2023, my wife Laura and I, along with our 6 kids, were sent from San Diego, California, an amazing church called Park Hill Church. And this is who we're partnering with during Hope Week. So the pastors, Evan and Sandy Wickham there, along with a team of some of my dear friends, are going to be coming out to join us in the things that we're doing this week. And so there's already a great relationship. You might remember that Josh and Ruth just got back from there preaching and doing some prayer training and worshiping together. And so God has already kind of tethered our paths together. And I think that this week is going to be so amazing as we have the opportunity here at Hope Church to refresh their team, but also they get to refresh us. And I'm excited to see how God continues to foster that bond between us. And we're very expectant for how the Spirit's going to move that week.
Another project we're going to be getting involved in is the building and the garden. As with a building of this size, there's always things that need to be done. And so depending on who signs up and how many of you sign up, we've got a list of some projects which are super fun just to look after this space, to freshen it up and to make it more accessible for those who use it. And a big piece of this is the garden space. As you know, we've got a fantastic space outside and we would love to make it better. And so one of the great things is we've just got funding from the council for the Portsmouth 100. So we've got a little pot of money to invest in the garden space. We want to brighten it up, put some new planting in, create some new spaces. And even we've got a dream of creating a prayer garden, a little trail through the space where people, whoever they are from outside the church or those who are part of the church, can come and find a nice quiet space of solitude in our garden space to pray. And so we'd love for you to consider how you could get involved in some of the practical projects around the building.
So, as I've already said, on a Friday night we have our Hope Club, and it just runs for about an hour twice a month, but it's not enough. we want to put aside a whole week from 9:30 until 1 for Tuesday to Friday of our Hope Week to provide a Hope Holiday Club. We've done holiday clubs in the past. We've really learned lots of different skills. We've learned exactly what works and what maybe doesn't work so much. And do you know what? The one thing we really want to focus on is sharing the love of Jesus through our games, through our stories, through our worship. And we'd love it if you wanted to come and get involved, because we need team members who are going to be happy to sit on a mat with a group of children, to ask them questions, to worship alongside them, to do crafts and sports and activities. We also need a couple of really confident people who might want to be up front and do a bit of acting, perhaps, a bit of presenting. We also need a few people who are just willing to help with the logistics on the day. We want to make sure that safeguarding is really tight. We want to make sure that the kids' behaviour is really on point, and that we've really looked after all of the families who come alongside. One of our plans is that when parents drop off their kids in the morning, they can go straight through to the hub and receive a bacon butty to enjoy the beginning of that day as they're in kind of pushing through with holiday, which sometimes can be a bit tricky. So perhaps you want to come and just bless the families, even if you're not too sure about coming and helping with kids. The reason we're not starting our holiday club on the Monday is because we want to use that day for training. We're going to get together as a whole team. The hub will still be running as normal, but there'll be lots of opportunity as team to get together, to brief, to worship, to pray, to get excited about what the plans are for the week. And so many questions will be answered in that moment, and we'll have a real sense of unity as we head into the week. Before we've got to that week, we'll definitely have a number of briefing meetings, a couple of Zooms, including the Park Hill team, hopefully as well. So you won't be coming into that week not knowing what to expect. You'll have a lot of clarity, and that Monday will really solidify what it is that we're going to be doing for the rest of the week.
Hope Hub is something that runs Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1 every week. We get to see hundreds of people from our immediate community here in Somerstown and throughout Portsmouth, blessing them with parcels of food and hospitality. But we want to extend that during Hope Week. So we're going to run our normal hours, but we're going to include, as Kate mentioned, bacon butties in the morning, and then we'll be providing a lunch for the parents and kids during Hope Week. And so we're going to do that same thing for those in the community on the Wednesday and the Friday. But on Tuesday and Thursday, we'll have kind of special hours open for the parents as well, where we'll be offering a time of creativity, some kind of arts and crafts and stuff in the hub space with refreshments and hospitality. But we'll also be offering some classes. So maybe that's something around mental health or parenting. We just want to take this opportunity to dig deep into relationships with the community, with the parents, but also showing the heart of Jesus through the way that we engage with the people. So we hope that you can come and be a part of that as well. Knowing some of the team from Park Hill that's coming over, I'm really excited about some of the music abilities and the pastoring and all of that that's going to be combined with some of the amazing team that we have here already. And on the Friday evening, we're going to put on kind of a concert outreach. And so some of the week will be spent sending out flyers and promoting this evening, where we'll come together for a night of kind of creativity and music. And so I'm really excited about that. We'll all kind of join in with trying to get as many from the community, our friends, our families, in that space to hear music and see art that showcases the heart of Jesus. And then on Sunday evening, it's the first Sunday of the month, which we always have our kind of Sunday evening gathering, but this one will be a special night of worship where we will invite some of the leaders from other churches in our community to come and be refreshed. It's also probably going to be the last night that our Park Hill team is going to be with us, so we'll be blessing them, praying for them as well as they make their way back to the States.
Well, there's so many things that are going on across Hope Week, and we would love to help you to get involved. So there's a few different ways that we are asking you to practically get involved. Obviously, get involved in any of the teams across the week that we've already shared about. Obviously, the more people get involved, the better. The more things we can get done, which will be absolutely incredible. But also there's a real joy of being part of team where you just get to serve alongside friends, old and new, whether it's those who've come from the States or those of you who've been part of a church family together for a long time, but maybe have never served alongside each other. So there's a really fun element in that. Another way to practically get involved is to open up your home. We've obviously got this team from America coming over. We get to know exactly how many people, but we'd love it if you could open up your home to host 1 or 2 people or a family of people into your home. We're going to be working really hard to make sure that all of those pieces around safeguarding, both for our people, making sure that everyone has a DBS, making sure that those who are coming over from the States have their life scan sorted as well, is their American equivalent of a DBS. We're going to be doing character references of those who are coming from America, all of that stuff, just to make sure that you as a host family and as well the people who are coming from the States, that you're a wonderful match for each other. And so we're going to work really hard to make sure that it's a really good experience for you as well as a good experience for the family who are coming. We'd also love for some of you to open up your tables for dinners. Again, we'd love to host our American friends as they come over for dinners, expressing some great English hospitality, opening up our homes to have shared meals around a table. What a fantastic way to share stories and get to know people around some food. And so if you are interested in either of those things, hosting a family to help them to stay or having a meal with some people, you can do that by scanning the QR code, going to the link on the website and just filling in your details there, and then we'll be in touch. And we're working on a series of documents around some really simple, easy to track expectations, just so that you as the host family don't feel overwhelmed or a whole series of pressure. I think one of the key things to share at this point is there's no expectation for you to share 3 stable meals a day. It might be as simple as you, as the host family, will just have breakfast ready for them in the morning. The team will be off serving here at the church or in other places, and their lunch will be provided, and then dinner will be out at different host homes or here at the church. And so there's no expectation around lots of meals to provide. Part of it might just be a warm space for them to sleep at night and a friendly company to spend maybe of an evening together. Other things that we're going to be working through are such as what are the key project areas that we're going to be working on. So we'll make all of that clear and accessible for everyone. But one of the key things around getting involved in this week is that we get to serve God and his mission through this church. And we get to do that together. And so you might be like, well, I don't normally serve midweek. Well, I wonder whether you'd consider taking a day off from your work, coming down, serving, getting involved, maybe even take the whole week off and get involved in the kids program and do that for the whole week. It's going to be a lot of fun. The more that we put into it, the more that we'll get out of it. And serving God in this way is a really fantastic way for us to get involved in seeing his kingdom come and his will being done here through Hope Church here in Portsmouth as it is in heaven. And we'd love for you to find a way that works for you across this week. Amazing. Thank you, guys.